Hello, everybody, and welcome to the SpellSlingers tournament. We have Koala Bears versus Charmander MC, and they are starting off right away. Gunshot go. From the looks of it, it appears that Charmander is running Storm, one of the most competitive decks at the moment, versus Koala Bears has his own zombie deck. So both of them are very competitive. Very competitive decks. Excited to see what's going to happen. Charmander MC opens up with a Reckless Goldseeker. So that is, you flip a coin, and on a heads, your opponent gets a Mana Stone. Roll the heads. So now Koala has a second Mana Stone. Goldseeker attacks Koala. So the very aggressive start for Charmander here with free damage off the go. There is a third Mana Stone for Koala. Off to a pretty good start with the Goldseeker giving him some free mana there. There is a Saren's Assistant. Really ahead of schedule. Saren's Assistant. Oh my gosh. It appears that Charmander does not have uniform Mana Stones, as he now has a newer Mana Stone mixed in with the older artwork. That's just honestly kind of disgusting. Paying 2. Is he going to Thunder Shock the Assistant? Yep, as it appears that he is going to Thunder Shock the Assistant. There we go. Thunder Shock. Or is he Thunder Shocking Koala for more damage? Nope. Going to Thunder Shock the Assistant. Sense there. And down the Assistant goes. 200 damage to Koala's face. That Goldseeker doing some work. Koala has played another Mana Stone and has summoned a Shadow Puppet Pain. So we've seen this in a couple matches before. Along with a Persistent Dead. Going with that zombie theme. Shadow Puppet Pain is a good blocker, a good wall. The Koala's turned both of his cards sideways. Kind of strange. I believe that was just a misclick of some sort. Yep, there you go. Ooh, there we go. Charmander with the Primestone Dynamo, which says for 2 fire mana, you can exhaust it and copy a friendly spell and choose new targets for it. Just all around good. I believe he's going to be spending his 3 to play a Mana Orb, however. As I understand the strategy. Yep, there it is. Mana Orb. Mana Orb being exhausted for Ruju, it appears. There he is. Ruju. This is a very, very aggressive start for Storm. Normally Storm wants to drag out the game a little bit longer, but I guess Charmander's in a hurry, as Goldseeker is going to smash into Persistent Dead. Both of them die, leaving Ruju and the puppet alone. Koala's turn. Caps. Draws from the main deck. Draws Jikra, the Great Equalizer. Going to pay 2 to cast Stone Corruption. There we go. Stone corrupting the Primestone Dynamo. Nice. Let's see. So the Primestone Dynamo has been destroyed. Charmander draws Flame Thistle, which he will play. Flame Thistle, of course, is draw 2, then discard 1. Note how he does not have to discard one of the drawn cards. He drew Primestone Elemental and a second Flame Thistle. Discards the Primestone Elemental. Is he going to play the second? No, he discarded the Cornucopia, my mistake. Yep, plays the second Flame Thistle. Draws 2, draws Andromeda and Cornucopia. So Andromeda pretty good in this situation, but does not have enough mana to pay for it. Discards the Prime Stone Elemental, keeps Andromeda and Cornucopia. Again, not able to cast Andromeda at this time. This mana orb has to create 2 mana of the same type, and he needs water and dark. Not able to cast her at the moment. There is a Stitched Ghoul. Draws a card, draws a Witchfire. So now he has Cornucopia, Witchfire, and Andromeda all in his hand, so those are plenty of win conditions. Appears that the Stitched Ghoul was destroyed by Ruju. Koala draws another Stone Corruption. Very good. And Koala has drawn 2 cards. Yep, brings back Persistent Dead by discarding 2. Like he's discarding another 2. Bring back Saren's Assistant. Saren's Assistant, Persistent Dead. He also discarded... Here's that he has 3 Saren's Assistants in his deck. There's a little bit of a misunderstanding there, as Koala Bear had 3 Saren's Assistants. I intervened just to make sure. He removed the extra copy, and any other copies to show up will be removed. Charmander plays Ironforge Phoenix. Very good. He attacks the Saren's Assistant. Ironforge Phoenix got back Thundershock. Kills the Assistant. Here's that Koala has drawn a Shadow Puppet Pain for his turn. Kind of sitting there. There you go. He plays Shadow Puppet Pain, passes it back. Let's see. So, Charmander right now is looking for some mana of some sort to play Andromeda or Alexian. Going to Thundershock the Persistent Dead. Persistent Dead, as we all know, is persistent and will not stay dead. Ironforge Phoenix is going to attack Koala directly. It has flying, so it can't be blocked. Koala's just going to have to take it here. Take the 300 to the face. Um, Yep, there seems to be a bit of confusion. The puppet seemed to block the Phoenix there. Heck, you right. It appears that Charmander was trying to get the Phoenix killed so he can get a Thundershock back. Yep, so he's going to return the Thundershock. The Shadow Puppet has not taken any damage. There you go. And everything's returned to its right place. It's Koala Bear's turn. He has plenty of stuff. There is a Door of the Undead and Persistent Dead. I believe he is discarding those two. Yep. To bring back his... I see Saren's assistant. And he sent a Persistent Dead, an additional Persistent Dead to the Expel zone. Saren's assistant, of course, enters exhausted. Charmander gets a Mana Stone of Military. Still not enough to actually play Andromeda, which would be a fantastic win condition at the moment. Unable to play her. Koala Bear draws the Shadow Puppet Minuet. And there is the Shadow Puppet Minuet. Fantastic, a really good card. Whenever this ally takes damage, discard that many cards from the top of target player's spellbook. He could target himself in the hopes of getting more zombies. A definite possibility, but most likely he's going to target Charmander's spellbook. Charmander draws a Rainbow Residuum. Another Mana Rock, as we like to call it. It enters play exhausted, and when it enters play, you and your opponent choose an element, and then you can quick exhaust it to create those two elements as mana. So, a very strange card. Similar to Mana Orb, I would argue it's a little bit less powerful than Mana Orb, since your opponent gets to choose some of the mana. It will be interesting to see what Andrew picks here. Because if Charmander selects Dark and Koala Bear selects Water, then he will have the opportunity to play Andromeda, which would spell doom for Koala at the moment. Just see what they're gonna pick. Dark and Fire. So Andrew selected Dark, and Austin selected Fire. Still his turn. He is going to attack Minuet with the Ironforged Phoenix. And down it goes. Phoenix still alive. It should take damage. I believe that's what they're doing right now. Yep. Discards the top two. He Fire Breathing and Controlled Explosive are the two discarded cards. And he returns Fire Breathing to his hand. And so the Fire Breathing combo has begun. He is going to play Fire Breathing, which will hit all the puppets, but it's really unable to do anything in particular since there are no non-puppet allies on the field at the moment. Now it is Koala Bear's turn. He draws Cabal Spectre. Looks like he's going to discard the top 2. Or discard the top 3? Possibly? Yep, discards the top 3. There's Saren's assistant. Draws Thundershock. Andrew, or Charmander, has now pinned down Koala with his Fire Breathing combo, where he can play Fire Breathing and rebound it constantly to keep board wiping. This can be countered if Koala gets a strong enough ally onto the field. And it looks like the Pains are forced to destroy the assistant, from the looks of it. Interesting. It looks like Koala has put the damage separately. 1 and 2. I believe both of them only have 3. He draws a duplicate Pain and expels it. Plays the Mana Orb. And now it is Andrew's turn. I believe he's going to play a Mana Stone. Looks like Charmander is going to play Fire Breathing and rebound it to completely clear the board of nothing. Those puppets did not pose a threat to him at all. He just decided to do it. Going to exhaust Rainbow Residuum. Mana Orb. Should be able to play Andromeda now, I believe. If that's right. Yep, there's Andromeda. Koala Bears draws Grave Robber. He's going to play Grave Robber. He's going to make him return a Shadow Puppet Pain to his hand. Actually, playing the Shadow Puppet Pain here would be a good strategy. Any damage that the Pain takes, he can redirect to Andromeda, killing it. So, even if Charmander board wipes with a Fire Breathing, he'll effectively Fire Breathe his own board. So that works. But it seems that Koala Bears passed it to Charmander. Charmander is now going to Fire Breathe the field, leaving it empty. He is even going to rebound it. And now Andromeda is going to attack Koala Bears directly, which I believe ends the game. It's also possible that Koala Bears did not read Andromeda's ability, where she instantly wins the game. A little bit embarrassing there, but even if the Shadow Puppet were to wipe out Andromeda, Charmander still has multiple tools. He could keep the board clear, and he has a Cornucopia and a Witchfire. He would have won in about 2 or 3 turns anyway, I believe. Koala Bear was in a tough spot there ever since he discarded Fire Breathing. Yeah, and from what it looks like, Koala Bear did not read Andromeda. We've all made that mistake. Alright, we are back with Game 2. Koala Bears versus Charmander. Charmander won the last game. Koala Bears goes first. Plays a Dark Mana Stone. Ends his turn. Charmander is going to play a Mana Stone of Chaos. Passes the turn over to Koala. Koala, most likely going to play a second Mana Stone, but you know, I can't control him. He can kind of do whatever. Second Mana Stone. Is he going to do what I think he's going to do? He's going to Stone Corruption. Who is he going to Stone Corruption? Yeah, he's going to Stone Corruption the Mana Stone of Chaos on Charmander's side. So now he is back to square zero. That's a pretty aggressive play there. Paid off, though, I'd say. I was thinking that he was going to destroy one of his own to get Manette back. Yep, just a little misunderstanding. Totally fair. That is a very old card, so I'm not surprised that there's a little bit of confusion about it. Stone Corruption says, destroy target mana stone. Its controller creates 3 dark mana. That's caster. And now we're just going over the rules. Charmander asking, so I get 3 mana on my turn. The mana only happens on Koala's turn, since he's using it on Koala's turn. There you go. Plays a Fire Mana Stone. Much better artwork, I just want to say. Charmander has a mysterious habit of combining mana stones of different sets together to make this hodgepodge of artwork. I find the practice detestable. But what do I know? I'm just the creator of the game. There we go. There is Grave Robber. Grave Robber is going to rob the grave of 1 Stone Corruption. I believe he's going to Stone Corruption Charmander again. No, he's not going to do that. That would have been very amusing. Plays a Mana Stone of Savagery. Pay 2 Flame Thistle. Rouge. Nope, there's the Flame Thistle. Draw 2, then discard 1. Draws Ironforge Phoenix and Flame Thistle. What is he going to discard? All of the cards in his hand are good. He's going to discard the Flame Thistle. Makes sense. He kind of has all that he needs at the moment. Minus a win condition. He has all the combo pieces, but those Ironforge Phoenixes are probably going to get Flame Thistle back anyway. We have a Mana Stone for Koala Bear. A lot of good tempo plays with that Stone Corruption. Kind of sad that he didn't Stone Corrupt again, but Stone Corruption is a pretty mean card to play, but Charmander's not exactly playing the most casual deck. Phase 3, there is Shadow Puppet Minuet. And the Grave Robber is going to get in for 100. That's First Blood. First Blood goes to the Grave Robber, of all things. Charmander's going to pay 3. Probably going to get the Mana Orb. Yep. Going to play Ruju. Now Charmander is ahead on Koala Bear in the mana department. Koala Bear kind of lost his chance to keep up that tempo early on by not playing that second Stone Corruption. Maybe he has other plans in mind.
Wow.
Going to play a Dark Mana Stone. Going to pay 3 and Capital Punishment Ruju. That is a very funny interaction. You would not think that Ruju would be fallible to Capital Punishment, but down he goes. Very interesting play there. I honestly thought when I saw him hold Capital Punishment in his opening hand, I thought that card was a bit of a dud. But that one play alone, I think, was worth it. Just getting rid of that discounted cost and applying a decent amount of pressure to Charmander right now. It's pretty good. Going to play a Mana Stone of Genius. Now capable of 6 mana, I believe. Is he going to play Blastomancer's Glove? Paying for it? Nope. There's the Ironforge Phoenix instead. Ironforge bring back Flame Thistle, of course. And now he is going to play Flame Thistle. Draw 2. He draws both Rainbow Residuums. I'm assuming he's probably going to discard one, but I can't make up his mind. Yep, there he goes. Bye-bye, Rainbow Residuum. Ironforge Phoenix can attack if he wishes. Alright, and we're going to put on pause. There's some technical difficulties. Alright, and the difficulties are fixed. And when we come back, just like I predicted, Ironforge Phoenix is going to attack the Minuet. Minuet is going to target probably Charmander. But who knows? Maybe Koala is going to start milling himself. Possibility. Yep, there we go. Discards Thundershock and Reckless Goldseeker. Koala unknowingly giving more ammunition for the second Ironforge Phoenix in Charmander's hand. Very, very interesting snap we got here. Both graveyard decks. Fascinating. Minuet, kind of a cornerstone in Koala Bear's deck. We've seen it do pretty consistently across both these games. He drew a Undead Skullcaster. So that, in conjunction with Skeleton Key, pose really big threat and damage. Does not have the Skeleton Key at the moment. Let me check his graveyard. As you can see, his graveyard right now is only Shadow Puppet Minuet and Capital Punishment. So no other zombies that he can resurrect right now to get the Skullcaster going. I'm going to cast Stone Corruption, blowing up the Mana Stone of Genius. Okay, so he is depraving Charmander of that water mana. Down it goes. I am curious to what he will play next. Nothing. He will play nothing. That's probably, honestly, the wisest decision that he could make there. Drowned Lurker has Snap, which means you can play it on your opponent's turn. He just has to wait for another ally to be summoned. And here we go. This is exactly what I'm talking about with Charmander's disgusting choice of Mana Stones. As you can see, 3 different sets. All 3 of these different sets, none of them looking good together. Just want that to be known. I honestly considered disqualifying him because of how ugly his deck was, but sadly, the thought did not occur to me when I was writing down the rules, so this is a tournament legal deck, sadly enough. Plays the second Ironforge Phoenix, returns Thundershock to his hand. Will he cast it? And from the looks of it, he is. Well, changed his mind perhaps. Thundershock to the face would be kind of effective, but the Grave Robber could absorb it. This looks like he's going to settle for attacking with both Phoenixes to the face, I believe. Yep. And there goes the cavalry. Koala down to 1,400. Haste 2. Going to cast Thundershock, targeting Koala. Koala could block with Grave Robber, if he wants. Elect not to. That's probably a good idea. Having a body on the field for future blocks is a good idea. But definitely, Charmander doing a lot more damage. Oh, there you go. Okay, he's decided to block with the Grave Robber instead. Probably fair. Not a whole lot more damage than the Thundershock at the moment. It is now Koala Bear's turn. Draws from the main deck. He draws a Stone Corruption. That is the second Stone Corruption. Remember that he got his first one back with Grave Robber. Going to pay 5 to play Drowned Lurker on his turn. Pass it over. He was unable to play it last turn since Charmander only summoned one ally, which made the Lurker cost 4. Koala only had 3. Now for Charmander's turn. Still has not dropped the Blastomancer's Glove. If he dropped that earlier, that Thundershock would have dealt a lot more damage. He's paying 5, I believe. Yep, and there it goes. Blastomancer's Glove. Better late than never, I suppose. As you can read on Blastomancer's Glove, it gives its controller, in this case Charmander, plus 200 spell damage. So whenever a spell deals damage, it deals an additional 200. Very dangerous card, especially when combined with Fire Breathing. From the looks of it, Charmander is going for the throat with his 2 Ironforged Phoenixes, both in the air. As you can see, they both have flying. That one targets that one for some reason. I think that was just a misclick. I think. Are we? Is it going to attack its friend? Because that's not a legal move. Nope, there you go. It was just a misclick. We've had people try to kill other allies before. I thought just for a second that he was trying to get that leaves the battlefield trigger on the second Ironforged Phoenix, but that is not the case. Thank heavens. Koala down to 11, now down to 9 after the second Ironforge. Oh, now, sorry, down to 8. Bad at math. Koala's turn. He has the Lurker. The Lurker can take out an Ironforge, but that Ironforge is going to bring back a Thundershock. It now deals 500 damage, which is not a sum that he should be scoffing at right now, seeing his life total. Draws Silent Takedown. Not exactly the removal spell you want to be seeing, especially with that drawback. Silent Takedown, destroy target ally, lose life equal to its HP. And Koala Bears right now does not have the allowance to do that kind of thing. So he's going to elect to attack Charmander directly. He deals 300. The Lurker should be exhausted. I do wonder exactly what he's going to do here. The Blastomancer's Glove increases all spell damage, and Charmander has been jumping around, just cycling through his Thundershock for the last couple turns. So I do believe, unless Koala does something out of the ordinary, I think he's kind of dead. Okay, he is going to play Silent Takedown, silently taking down the Ironforged Phoenix. It dies, its ability activates, I assume. Yep, he's going to return Thundershock to the hand. Going to pay 2 to Stone Corruption. Stone Corrupting Mana Stone of Savagery. Okay. So that is 3 Mana Stones in Charmander's graveyard. Very, very interesting there. Beginning of Charmander's turn. Going to play a Fire Mana Stone, replacing the one that was destroyed earlier before. Again, none of these Mana Stone arts go well together. Can we get a petition to ban this man for his ugly choice of Mana Stone? He's going to attack Koala Bears directly. Goes down to 3. Going to pay 2. And is going to cast Thundershock, of course. Now dealing 500 to Koala Bears. And I believe that is game. Koala Bears goes down to 0. And that is 2 games to 0 for Charmander with Cornstorm. Very interesting brew there. Koala Bear just did not get a whole lot of luck. That first game wasn't exactly in his favor. And Charmander, juggling the Thundershocks, will take home the win tonight. Excellent bit of gameplay there. Charmander will go on to the winner's brackets, but for all you Koala fans out there, do not worry. He's not been eliminated permanently. He will go on to the loser's bracket to get a second chance at winning the championship.